Yeah, so my friend wants me to, he wants a hose basically in the back of his house. As you can see, this is the addition of the house. It's got a concrete slab underneath of here. There's no access, so it makes it difficult for me to install a hose back here. This is the back. I think it would probably the best place to put a hose is going to be right in the dead center here, between the grill and this mini storage shed. Since it just has a concrete slab under it, this back addition to the home actually has a bathroom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie into the toilet line, or the water closet, because otherwise I'm going to be drilling through concrete, and I don't want to do that. So you can see if we come back in here, take these shoes off for a minute. Come back here, this is the water closet, this is the toilet. And when they remodeled this house to flip it, kind of did a shady job here, but you can see this is what they call PEX. It's plastic piping for water line for your supply to your house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this toilet off the floor. Obviously shut the water off. Hopefully I have an accessible shut-off valve in the basement somewhere where I can just cut off a line instead of the entire house. I mean, I'll shut the meter off at the front of the house if need be, but if not, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these bolts off. Well, first I'm going to shut the water off at the toilet there. There's a little shut-off valve down there, way down there. You guys can see it. It's at the very bottom right there. That's where it is. I'm going to shut that off. I'm going to flush the tank. This is the tank up here. And the tank is filled with water. See? So when you do this, it'll empty your tank. If your supply line is running, it'll fill the tank up again. It's a device in here which has a floater device in it, and it basically indicates when the tank is full, and then the supply to the tank will shut off. More or less, that's how the mechanics of the inside of the tank of the toilet work. So once you flush that tank out, you can remove the bolts that hold the toilet or the water closet to the floor. Remove it from the floor. Then I'll have some accessibility to the supply line. I'll be able to remove this tile just to give me enough playroom, enough play to tie in a PEX shark bite T. So I don't have to get crimp rings and all that. I can just get a shark bite T, submerge it under the floor. And since this is an addition and it's not concrete and this is wood, I'm going to come back outside. I'm going to drill. Here, let me show you. I'm going to get a drill bit, and I'm going to drill from the outside in, not from the inside out. My initial hole will be on the outside siding here. So the water closet's right there. Water closet's approximately right here, right? So it's going to fall right between the grill and the little storage shed. The dog comes out here a lot. As you can see, there's not very much grass or anything to go on. You've got, dog shit on the ground, piss, and instead of lugging the hose all the way from the front of the house to the back pretty much every other day, which is a pain in the ass, power washing the back of the house or the side of the house and whatnot, it would just be a whole lot easier to install a hose out here. So basically you would cut into the line, you'd put a T in, submerge it under the floor, and then cut in to the siding out here. So you probably put a hole like right around here somewhere, and then you would get some kind of capping to cap it off, or some kind of styrofoam insulation. If it's going to be copper, if you guys decide to use copper, you know, concrete can't touch copper because that will corrode it. That's why you have to insulate it with something else, and then put concrete over it. So, but with here, it's just a simple addition. So it's just going to be a matter of drilling in there. You know, it's just wood. The wall's not that thick. You know, and just getting enough clearance to bring it up and out to feed it. You know, feed it to the hose out here. So that's going to be a project. Today I'm going to, you know, finish painting these awnings and remove the toilet, remove the water closet, and see how I could safely remove the tile from the floor so we can get a hose back out there. Yeah, I estimated the job out to my buddy with materials included, since he's helping me out. $150, but normally for that kind of proper insulation, it would probably run you at least a couple $100 if you were to call a plumber out to do that kind of work. And it's important too, when you're adding fixtures onto your house, sometimes the PSI or the pressure of the supply line in your house will drop. So you can go down to the meter and actually increase that PSI pressure to make up the difference for that. So there's no lag in your water supply. It has to be rated at a certain amount. That's why permits and things like that are required for installation of new bathrooms and things like this. So that's the goal. I mean, given what it is, like, I could see clear as day, like the supply line runs right through the walls here. And this is some kind of shady work where they put this PEX pipe into this radiator. I mean, whoever approved this inspection, I mean, it is Philadelphia, what do you expect? But I could probably, you know, that doesn't look like it's to code to me. It just looks like incomplete construction, and it looks pretty unprofessional. But I mean, I guess it functions and serves its purpose. But so yeah, that's what the project's going to be with that.